welcome to Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda, and today we're here to show you how to do the Sawtooth Star. But first I want to introduce you to one of my friends, is Sarah at Quilting for the Soul. Now, I have been following Sarah for a very long time, and she absolutely captured my heart when she was working on her Parasol Ladies quilt. So she's back now and moving along on her YouTube channel, and she's having a lot of fun there. And it's great to go back and watch some of her older videos as well. So if you get the chance, go pop over, see what she's doing, and tell her that Brenda from Conquering Mount Scrapmore sent you. Her link is going to be in the show notes below, as well as our Facebook group. Now, our Facebook group is 24/7 virtual sewing room that is available for the members to use, and you actually get a chance to sew with the other people that are in your group and get to know them better, and it's been a lot of fun. The ladies there are showing all sorts of lovely pictures, and it's not just the stuff that I do, it's the stuff that they're doing, the things that are inspiring them. So they're inspiring others by doing those kinds of things. Now, the quilt behind me is also now my nosegay. I just have one more small border to put around it, and I can start hand quilting it. So I'm excited about that. This is in a playlist in our, like when you go to the home page, there's a playlist, and the nosegay quilt has a playlist all its own. So share, like, subscribe with your friends. Over half of you that are watching, our analytics are saying that you're not subscribed. So we would really like it if you could subscribe to us. It would really help us out a lot. And comment. Comment about what you're seeing here, okay? So let's come on in. We got to get to sewing. Okay, here we are with our Sawtooth Star. This is how you lay it out. Now, these are all ironed flat, so you could see how all of this was going to go. So I'm just going to move these aside. The first thing we're going to do is the flying goose. I know, everybody goes, oh my god, she's on a flying goose kick. And I've got the wrong foot. Not good. Let's get this one. This, people have asked me about this foot, and on the edge of the foot, it is a 1/4 inch on either side, so I can put stuff in, you know, on a 1/4 inch on either way. So that's always been really nice, and I got this from my sewing machine spa guy. I have no idea where he got it, but so anyways, we get started here, and we're just going to sew on this side of the line, right? That ironed line, and you just basically iron them in half, and you put them down into the stuff, and it's all good. Okay, and I picked kind of a wild blue and pink and green because I figured, okay, I have lots of this, it's gotta go. I have lots of this, it's been around forever, and it's time it left my sewing room. This, basically, a Sawtooth Star is uneven 9-patch, and when you look at the Barbara Bachman encyclopedia, by the way, if you're a quilter, you should really look at these, because wow, some of the stuff is just like so cool that she has in there. And here we go, and the last one we'll run through, and what you do is you run them all through one way, the same way, and then you run the other side of your flying goose, and then when you have them all looking like geese, you know, because all of a sudden now one's not, you know, like with the wings going the wrong way or something. Now, before you cut them, when you're doing a flip and stitch, you always make sure you rub your nail across that, and make sure you have good coverage before you cut, because that would be bad if you didn't have enough room, right? So then you just pop another one on, and there you go. It was kind of a wild floral. I just thought it was kind of cool. Okay. This, I believe, was a donation, a donated quilt fabric, so I'm going to make use of it. And I have good coverage. I mean, it's got to cover the, you know, the corner, right? That's what I mean by coverage. And you also get a nice little bonus triangle out of it. So that's always good. So now you just take your time, line this up. Yeah, it's like massaging your fabric in place sometimes. Okay. Yeah, after a while, when you do these, you get really good at, yeah, if I sewn it correctly. You don't really need to even, like, you can just, like, finger press it, you know. You finger press it so that you see where you are. It's kind of weird, I guess. Yeah, that finger pressing does work. You can also put it through a hot iron. See, when I was doing my videos before, when I'm pressing all this stuff, like, people think that, probably believe that I don't iron my blocks at all. Well, I do. The problem is, when we're sewing them like this, you don't want to watch me pressing and pressing and pressing, and, you know, it's just like, oh, God, when is she going to stop, kind of thing, right? So, it's like, all right, this is what we're kind of shortcutting it by finger pressing. So, let me just get this all, there we go. I want to say there. So, I have been speaking for free at Guilds, and it's been a good experience. So far, I've got some good response from the Guilds. And a couple of speaking engagements. I'm hoping to help those Guilds out. Okay, let's put this back. Now, as we're putting it back off, taking it off the machine and checking our corner, just to make sure we've got good coverage. And then we're just going to run there. We're going to put them on there. Just make it happen. There we go. Oh, that's nice. I kind of like this, actually. Fun floral. Kind of an old-fashioned floral, but it's beautiful, actually. Okay, let's get another, yes, triangle. Another. I have got leader and enders here. What am I doing? Okay, let's change my foot. I've got a whole whack of leader and enders right here that I just cut off. Let's might as well run them all through. Oh, come on, there we go. This is something you can't do with a modern machine, is pull your thread back the other way. But on a vintage one you can, because all the thread is on the outside, not on the inside. You're not messing up your tension. There we go. Okay, so let's get some leader enders here. And check the last one. Okay. There we go. The last. Oops. There. Get the last of those leader enders through. We'll do a couple. We'll do a few. We'll do a few of these. They line up quick. They do line up quick. Okay. We'll just do 4 for now. And I will have 2 little tiny bonus blocks that will be very cute. Okay, so webbing, we talk about webbing almost every video when we're doing these blocks. Web wherever possible. This way your blocks always stay in the right position, right? And you just flip them over like this. You line them up best you can. You run them through. Now, I should have ran through this way with this, but I can feel where that is. So actually with my nail I can actually mark where that is, and I can just sidestep that just a bit. Yeah, if you can't, you don't want to miss your points on your Sawtooth Stars. That's why some people just do them on as they do them, you know, like they'll do them in rows and then they'll put the row back and they won't web them because they want to ensure they make that point. But you can in a pinch feel your point, and you could also pin it. You know, like you pin your point in place so you know exactly where it is, right? I mean, it all works. All of it works. And we'll just run the last one through. There we go. Now, so I'm going to put this back just like so. Okay, there we go. Now everything, you want to check to make sure everything's going the right way, and then you haven't done something like flip your block. So this is what it's going to look like. Okay, now you take the last of it out, and you run it through. And this makes, if it makes this easier for you to put a complex block together by webbing it, I strongly suggest people web. You know, now with this one, you're going to be able to see your point because it's facing up, right? So this point right here, and I will mark the stitching again because that's where, this is where you want to be, right there and right there. X marks the spot. Now I have marked on the side that you're supposed to be stitching on, and you're supposed to be stitching on this side. Okay, so that one's a little shy, so you might have to do a little, you know, steering to get it the right spot. That's fine. That's all good. Like Sawtooth Stars. Now, if you had bigger pieces of fabric, you could do a Sawtooth Star by the four-time flying goose method. And that is very, very quick. Very, very quick indeed. You know, so, and I did a big thing on 4-time flying geese, and you'll find it under the video called Chevron. And, you know, because there's 4 of them around the point, right? So, okay, let's make just a quick little... Now, when I'm doing these bonus blocks, I am not taking the time to, you know, to sit there and try and square up each block. It doesn't make sense for me to take the time to do that when I can do it all at once at the end, right? Especially like on something like a pinwheel. So what I'm going to do, I'm matching up this point, like this point here. I don't care if it matches up top. I just want it to meet and nest at this point in the middle. I want my middle to nest. Right, and again, this is going to be my middle. So this is where I want it to nest. There we go. Now, get all of this out of the way. Okay, this will go in. This will go in. These will go out. Oops. There. That's your path of least resistance. And the first thing we're going to do is flip it and go this way. So I want to line up my edge. Yes, I got my edge perfect. And now, when I do, because I've webbed it and I got a few stitches in, I want to be able to peel this back and make sure I get a good nest right there. And I want to make sure I get another nesting here. And I want to make sure now I don't lose my point. I'm going to take the time to stitch around and make sure that that works. And it's just perfect. Yay! There. Okay. Let's get the last bonus block done. Oh. Yeah. And when I'm doing a big bulk of these, I do all of them. You know, like I would do them as I go, and that way I'm not losing pieces or... So let's say I had a stack of like 36 blocks to make, right? I would make 36, I would stop and make 36 of these little guys. You know, just to make sure that they're all, you know, you cut so many off and then you work on another little bit. There we go. And one more. Okay. Make sure it nests in the point. Yes, it does. Nice. Okay. And again. Good nest in the middle. There. Now, we'll get the last piece done. Okay. Okay, now we'll get more of this. That nested perfect. Get the next nesting spot and hold on. Make sure I make my point by steering my sewing machine a little bit, steering the block through. And all I need to do is get one stitch pass with my needle down. And now I'm going to press that one open that way, press it that way, get these together. Okay, there we go. And we are off to a ta-da moment. So here's our Sawtooth Star and our two cute little bonus blocks that we're going to make and put into our orphan quilt. Now these have not been trimmed. All we did was iron them, and I'm going to trim them down to 2.5 inch square. It looks like, well, we'll have to measure and see what we can trim them down to. But we'd want to trim them down to a standard size, right? Now this works out really quick and really fast. You could use the 4 at a time flying geese method to make this. You could go scrappy, you could put in fun centers, whatever. It's a very versatile block to have in your quilting arsenal. So I hope you have fun with this, and I hope you have a cheerful week ahead. It's been a lot of fun here doing our YouTube videos and stuff, so I just hope you're having as much fun as we are. Okay, until we meet again, you take care. Bye! My husband and I would love to thank you for coming along with us on our quilting journey and the YouTube adventure that we're on. We have some wonderful plans for 2023, and it includes a lot more, like with the Facebook group and the rooms feature and sewing and hanging out with people. Those monthly Zoom sew dates are still in the works. We have a lot of fun ideas coming up for 2023, and we hope you share, like, and subscribe with your friends. That little notification button and subscribing to us really helps us out. Commenting helps us out too. So if you like what you're seeing, let us know. Even send us a heart on the comment. That helps so much for us. Okay, you have an absolutely fabulous 2023, and all of our best wishes for you in the future. Okay, take care. Bye.